You have studied astrology, you have read the classics, maybe you have even predicted a few charts. But when it really matters, the results slip. This is not about lack of knowledge, it's about a missing layer most students never see. In this video, I am going to show you why knowing astrology basics is not the same as being able to predict, and where most serious students quietly go wrong. Let's talk about it. Let me start with something honest. Many people know astrology, they know houses, they know signs, they know planets, they also know dashas. Some even know transits very well. Yet, when it comes to prediction, things don't work. Events don't match, timing feels off, confidence slowly drops. And then one thought comes, maybe astrology doesn't work. But I want to pause here and look at this carefully. Because astrology is not failing, something else is. Let me give you a simple comparison. Imagine someone knows how an engine works, how brakes work, how gears work, but they have never driven properly. On paper, they know everything, but on the road, they hesitate, misjudge, stall, they panic. Would you say the car is useless? No. You would say the knowledge is not integrated. Astrology works the same way. If you are serious about learning astrology properly, not just shortcuts, subscribe. This series is for you. Most people learn astrology in parts. Houses separately, planets separately, signs separately, dashas separately. Everything becomes a list. But prediction is not a list game. Prediction is a living synthesis. This is where many sincere learners struggle. Let me say something slightly uncomfortable. You can memorize all house meanings and still misunderstand a chart. You can calculate dashas perfectly and still predict the wrong outcome. Because astrology is not just what is active. Astrology is what is allowed to function. And this question is rarely asked. Here is where confusion starts. Two people may have the same dasha, the same transit, and even similar placements, yet their lives move differently. One rises, one struggles. So people say past karma, free will, God's will. These answers sound deep, but they avoid the real technical issue. The real issue is functional strength and role of planets. Not moral strength, not spiritual strength, functional strength. Most astrology education stops at what does this planet signify? But prediction requires another question. Is this planet capable of delivering? And capable for whom? A planet is not universally good or bad. It behaves differently for different charts. Yet many predictions are made as if Mars is always Mars, Jupiter is always Jupiter. They are not. This is why astrology students feel frustrated. They say, I followed the rules, I checked the dasha, I saw the transit. Still it didn't happen. Because rules are not enough. Astrology is not failing you. Your integration is incomplete. And this is not your fault. Pause and think. Have you been making this mistake? Traditional learning focuses heavily on meanings, definitions, combinations, but very little on planetary purpose, functional role, inner hierarchy of the chart. Without this, prediction becomes guesswork. Educated guesswork, but still guesswork. Let me make this very clear. Prediction is not about knowing more. Prediction is about knowing what matters. Many people keep adding more techniques, more divisional charts, more yogas, more transits. But complexity does not fix confusion. Clarity does. Here is a quiet truth. Astrology becomes accurate when you stop asking what can happen and start asking what is this chart designed to experience. Every chart has a structure, a direction, a hierarchy. When that is ignored, predictions float. So when someone says, I know astrology, but predictions don't work for me, I don't doubt their sincerity. I only see one gap, foundational integration. And once that gap is addressed, prediction becomes calm, not dramatic, not sensational, calm. This is why some astrologers speak less but hit closer. They are not smarter, they are more aligned with structure. They don't fight with the chart, they read its logic. Let me leave you with this thought. Astrology is not about control, it is about diagnosis. And diagnosis requires correct role assignment, correct strength evaluation, correct expectation setting. Without this, even correct dashas mislead. So if astrology hasn't worked for you yet, don't abandon it. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame the science. Just ask a better question. What layer am I missing? That layer changes everything. We'll talk about that layer soon. If this perspective helped you see astrology differently, like, share, and subscribe. And if you want the full structured understanding, Rasayan is waiting for you.